We've got plenty of story.
I'm gonna read it for y'all.
Everybody, take a pause. Crisscross applesauce. We're gonna get us a little story time.
Pray for me with this reading.
Welcome to Whiskey Vibes and Music. It's your boy Nate.
What up, Keo?
And today we're gonna be talking about that Booker's whiskey.
Oh, tell them, G.
Yeah, that big Booker's. Let's go. Welcome to Whiskey Vibes and Music, and thanks again for joining us for another episode. And as you know, we're gonna be checking out that Booker's whiskey today.
Man, look.
Yeah.
Some of his personal favorite.
I enjoy the Jim Beam line. And if you don't know, Jim Beam makes, of course, their core products, the Jim Beam line. Mm-hmm. But they also are involved with Knob Creek. They're involved with Booker's, Hardin's Creek. I mean, you name it. They're really involved in a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure, man. Well, let's go ahead and get this knocked out for y'all, man. Let's get into that mash bill because we got a lot to talk about. The mash bill of 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% malty barley. I'm going to repeat this. 124 proof. I repeat, 124 proof.
I repeat, nobody's scared over here either. I mean, it is. It's 124 proof. It's definitely about to come off a little bit hotter, but also a lot more flavor. And this is a type of whiskey. It's a cask strength. And as you know from the previous videos, cask strength means that they've added no water. They've not cut this whiskey. This is straight out of the barrel. But, you know, if you'd like, you can add a couple of drips of water to your Glen or your cup, and it will open up your whiskey a little bit. And, you know, the master distillers may think that it's going to open up some new profiles, some different flavor for you.
Right. See, and I ain't gonna lie, man, you kind of got me hooked on that Jim.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you came through with that good Jim. He was a Jim fan, man. Didn't want to admit it at first, I think. Then he started, it got to him. Once he understood whiskey, you can't help it.
No, but really, you started out bringing it in because you brought the Knob Creek, and I didn't really touch Knob Creek until you were kind of moving into it a little further. But yeah, I like the Jim Beam products. They're really good. They're really good distillery.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
So Booker started out with Freddie No the second. And it actually started out with him just giving gifts to his friends and his family. And that was really the only Booker's cask strength.
Right.
Was the gifts that he was giving and that he was picking with the barrels himself. So that's kind of where it started. And then he released his first batch. I think it was like 1,000 bottles or something like that. And it was released between, in 1965.
Yep.
And that's when Booker started.
Man,
it's been
crazy.
released 1965 to 1992 is when Freddie No the second was really handling the whole thing.
Freddie No the second is kind of new. If you think of whiskey and the history, that dude is new.
Yeah, 1965.
That's like right around, that was just yesterday.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here.
I guess we should say Booker's is a little bit new in that regard.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah,
So Booker is one of the newest. I ain't gonna even say up and coming because they there.
They've been doing this.
Booker's
is not new. Everybody knows Booker's. They've been doing it for a while.
They really there, man. And shout out to Jim Beam Distillery, man. And you know they really got their stuff going on, man. And they've been doing this for I don't know how long.
And Freddie No the second. I mean, he was a master distiller for over 40 years. I mean, he worked at Jim Beam and he was the master distiller there at Jim Beam for over 40 years. I mean, this dude he's serious about what he's doing. He's very serious about where he's picking these barrels as well.
Right.
He finds the sweet spot to be right in the middle of the rick house. Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey man, I think that's pretty cool. That's real tight, man.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's kind of get into this, kind of take a look at the bottle and kinda see what we got here. As you can see, it's packaged really nicely in this nice box here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they take care and, you know, what they're putting out, and this is a quality product, so they're going to give you a quality presentation.
Right.
Let's see here.
Well, with that being said, man, while he popping that open, you know, this is Bookers, and I like to look at Bookers as a book. Because it's a story behind all the Bookers.
Speaking of a story, I have a note.
The note?
It's a backstory. Each Booker's is going to come with a backstory. Each Booker's, that's what's really cool is there's a story behind it, and there's a reason why they're kind of bringing this back or starting something new, and they'll typically write about it.
Man, well, while we checking this story out, man, because like you said, there's a lot of stories behind every one. So I think with every Bookers that we do, you have to get the story, man. And it's like I say, Bookers book read. So I'm not the best reader,
but you're about to read.
I'm gonna read to y'all, man.
All right, let's hear it, man.
So I'm gonna give y'all the batch story. It say
well, what's the batch number? Let's start there.
The batch number?
Yeah.
The batch number is
2401.
There you go.
And the reason why they number them that way is because Booker's has multiple releases a year. It's about 3 to 4 a year, and they mark it by the month that they're releasing it. So 2024, the first month. That's what this one is. So this is the first one that was released in 2024. They just released their second one month 5. So 2405 just got released, and it hasn't hit our stores yet, so I'll be on the lookout for that one. But this is the first one of the year.
Well, he kind of took some of the story away from me, but
well, you still got plenty of story. We've got plenty of story.
I'm gonna read it for y'all.
Everybody, take a pause. Crisscross applesauce. We're gonna get us a little story time.
Pray for me with this reading. The first release of the Booker's Bourbon 2024 collection is Booker's Batch 2024-01, Springfield Batch. The batch is named after the small town in central Kentucky where my dad, Booker No, was born and raised. Many people think Dad was from Bardstown, the Bardstown capital of the world, but it wasn't until later in his adolescence that he moved into the Beam family home there. As a boy, he grew up in Springfield, Ky, a small rural town about 18 miles down the road. While the town has grown over the years alongside bourbon and a few other industries in the area, it was a farming community with many residents working in the tobacco when Dad was young. Many years before he became the master distiller he was known for. He got his sense of hard work from his time as a former hand in Springfield. One thing most folks don't know about the Springfield area is that it was where Abraham Lincoln legacy began. Beyond that, I'll say Dad is probably one of the more recognizable figures to come from Springfield. Even when he moved away, he spent a lot of time going back for family dinners, holidays, and even the extended no family reunions every summer. You never forget your hometown, and this batch is in honor of my dad. I hope you enjoy it as much as he would have. Yeah, Fred No Bean, family 7th generation master distiller.
Man, that is awesome. And that's really cool to hear coming straight from the master distiller, where this batch comes from. I think that's one of the really cool parts about the Booker's line is you get these old stories and these from generations being passed along.
Right.
And I think that's really cool.
That's crazy.
So this is the card that you get with each Booker's, and it's going to have each story with each Booker's. And on the back, they have what's known as master distiller notes. So just kind of notes that the master distiller went through as he was putting the things together and why he did it. And I'll go over that briefly for you. So the first Booker's batch of 2024 is called the Springfield batch to honor my dad's hometown in Springfield, Kentucky. The rural town in central Kentucky is where Booker No, my dad, was born and raised, and he worked many farms. When he was growing up, from the hay fields to tobacco fields. The batch is made up of 5 production dates stored in 4 different aging warehouses.
Okay.
The age is 7 years, 7 months, and 8 days. And like my guy was saying, the proof is 24.5 proof, so a hotter proof there.
Right.
The breakdown of the barrel storage for the Booker's Springfield batch is as follows. 17% came from the 5th floor of a 9-story warehouse, and that warehouse was G. 7% came from the 4th floor of the 9-story warehouse H.
Okay.
31% came from the 5th floor of a 7-story warehouse, and that warehouse is Z. And then 45% came from the 4th floor, and that is a 7 warehouse, and that is warehouse number 3. So feel free to kind of go through this. There's a lot of great information on these tags, and
that was
they
a lot
give
of
it.
information.
Yeah, they give it with every single one. You get the mash bill, the batch story, and then you get the master distiller notes.
Right.
So really cool note. Cool stuff.
For sure, man.
So while you were reading, I poured us a little bit.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
you want to jump into the noses, or you got anything else you want to add?
Man, I don't want to add nothing right now. I'm ready to sniff some.
Yeah. It's a lot of information right there.
Yeah, that was a lot of information.
Let's get into it.
Okay. Oh, hold up.
Oh, geez, wow.
Hold up. Hold up.
That was beautiful.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Oh, man, this is... Oh.
That nose is spectacular.
Oh, hey, I haven't smelled nothing this smooth and different in I don't know how long, man. It's been a minute since I got on the old Booker. You know what I mean?
Wow. So it's like a fruit basket to me. I'm even getting some pineapples out of that thing.
I'm in the darker area of fruits. I'm more like the grapes, like the dark grapes and the berries.
Okay.
You know, like a blackberry. I'm going to the deeper fruits with this.
Definitely a fruit basket. There's a lot of fruits going on here.
Catch a little cinnamon. Minorly. It's not heavy, but it's kind of in the back as I inhale and yeah, I smell cinnamon.
Yeah, the cinnamon's in the back. You definitely get kind of the cakey notes, kind of like a strudel.
Man, shout out Bean Suntory. He the one who owned Jim Beam Distillery at this moment.
Okay.
You know, if I'm wrong, correct me, leave it in the comments. But yeah, shout out Suntory. Man, this smell good.
Yeah, this is, man.
Man, and it smell oily.
Yeah. I mean,
Crazy.
that was taught by the best. I mean, Jim Beam has been around for a while. I mean, that distillery came out with the 1700s. It's like, was it 1795? Jim Beam has been around for over 200 years.
Right. That's crazy. Man, well, while we sitting here sniffing these.
What you sniffing over there, dog? Dang.
While we over here, you know, inhaling these good flavors, man. I know y'all wondering. Yes, I am a Saints fan.
Oh boy.
And it's supposed to be football season, and I'm putting $100 on the Saints making it to the Super Bowl.
Here come the football
Leaving it
politics.
coming. Leaving it coming. No, it's not gonna be no politics. You know, I ain't with the politics.
I said the football politics. I'm very clear with what I said.
No, the politics. I'm just telling you. It's hey, who your favorite team is? Leave in the comments. Who is your favorite team? You know, if you ain't got none, that's fine too. You know, it's alright, but $100 on the Saints, man. Today is Saints Day. Basketball is over. Boston won. You know, so yeah, it's back on that time.
All right, hey, good to know. I'm not much of a sports fan, so good to know where we're at.
Oh yeah, all good, G. All good. But I know what you is a fan of.
Some Jim Beam. Ready to get in there?
Yeah. Man, oh. Oh.
Wow. That is bursting with flavor.
Oh, man. Oh, now it's going down. Pause.
Jeez. Getting a little bit of a Kentucky hug? You hugging.
No.
You hugging. Let me fill in the gaps. So this thing is hidden. This thing is very nice, very rich on the mouth. Pause. It's very oily.
Yes.
I love that. You know, a lot of people would say that Jim Beam products come with a little bit of a nutty profile. This one's not too nutty. I still get, you know, the caramel notes, a little bit of a nutty profile out of it. Boy, this thing is rich.
This thing's so good, man. I caught deep chocolates at the top.
Wow.
As soon as I tasted it, it was just chocolatey, and I don't think I ever said that about a Jim Beam product.
I'm not sure I've heard you say that.
Yeah. So, but it's weird to me, man. But like you said, it's oily. It's so many different flavors in here. I tasted a little coconut.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. It's hard for me to put my finger on that. That is.
I taste leather.
Yeah, there's definitely leather notes in there.
That's crazy.
For
I
sure.
taste leather. Who tastes leather?
You
Leave
do.
it in the comments.
I just, you know.
Oh man, I taste leather.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
this
definitely
is
get some of
crazy.
that. I'm still trying to put my finger on that. I don't want to just go out and start flinging notes out because I feel like I want to try to describe this one the best I can.
I caught a pecan.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a
Call it
nutty
pecan.
note.
Oh, this is good, bro. This is good.
Gosh dang it, this is really good. It's kind of like a payday.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm getting like strong caramels with like a little bit of like a nut with it. Like, pause. But it's like a payday. It's like a payday.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, this is worth for payday too. When you get your check, go get you one.
Yeah,
Go get you one,
You
man.
might need the whole check for it. No, I'm kidding. It's not a cheap bourbon. It's definitely one that you know, some people may drink it as a daily sipper. Most people are gonna bring this out more on special occasions.
Yeah.
It's not just let's just bang through this bottle. I mean, when you're
Right.
spending $100 and up on bottles, you kind of want to keep them around for a little bit.
Nah, for sure, man. This is I'm amazed at this,
Yeah,
and it tastes better.
I'm trying not to sound biased.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just
doing
had
it,
to. Yeah, I just had to stop, man.
Yeah, this one's doing what it needs to.
So, man, what you thinking though?
Man, I'm still grabbing notes, bro.
Oh,
I just grabbed another one. So
Take
we're
your
getting
time.
heavy brown sugar notes there.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, maple. I mean, these are pretty straightforward notes, but like they're very rich in there. That's what's kind of creating the richness of this. It's very deep and rich in the actual bourbon, the caramel and the brown sugars that are in there.
Man, I'm kind of getting a red strawburst.
Red
A red
Starburst.
strawburst, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It be coming around the mountain when it comes. It got me.
That thing coming on down. Yeah, that thing is like a payday for me. I like that. That's like a payday.
You
Not
like
even
it?
super nutty. Like just I feel like the nuttiness comes in on the back, like just kind of barely.
Right.
Which is another, again, a key thing of Jim Beam, you know. And some people they like to kind of talk like everything's gonna taste like peanuts and nut. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And not only that, I'm not. You know, these guys are incredibly skilled at what they do. You know, if it's not your profile, it's not your profile.
Right.
But it is some other people's profile. So I mean, it's not for you to try to judge whether. You know,
And I hate to sound like that and even be like that, but just me being real about it, you know, just because you catch a certain thing out of something, that don't mean that, oh, this is all I'm gonna catch out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is they stamp that can't nobody else figure out.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
And I've had Beam products that are not nutty at all.
right, exactly.
You know, like
exactly.
I have. So I mean, I like it. So what do you think, man? Out of 10, what you thinking? Lay it out for us. Let's know your thoughts.
In that 90 range, cause this is higher. the MSRP is between 90 and 100.
Yeah, so we're playing with some heavier hitters.
Yeah. This is real heavy. I'm gonna give it I give it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a good 8, a good solid 8 for that range. You know, it ooh and ah me.
Yeah.
And I love the smell and everything. I mean, it's oily. So I'm still tasting flavors right now as we talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm breathing, I'm still catching certain things.
It's got a long finish.
Yeah.
It's got a long finish and it just continues to change.
100%.
Good point to make, man. Good point to make.
Yeah, I give this overall an 8 from the price to the value, smell, taste, everything. I give it a strong 8.
Nice.
Strong 8. What you thinking?
First thing that got me was the nose. It was very bright. It was very full of fruit. I mean, it was like a basket. Like you can just pick the fruit and you'll smell it in it, you know. Very rich smelling. I really liked how after I took a sip, I was starting to get more of the brown flavors, like the brown sugars and that kind of stuff. Really good mouthfeel, very oily.
Right.
I thought the ending was long lasting. We are in the $90 to $100 range. We're dealing with 7.7 years.
Right.
You know, in a higher proof, we're dealing with 124 proof. So we're getting, I think there's a lot of bang for your buck in this.
Yes.
And I don't want to come off like, you know, even slightly biased, but I give it 8.75.
Man, that's still
8.75.
Yeah, that's not biased.
Yeah, no, not at all. I really like it. I've had other Booker's releases. This being their newest one.